Joy is the name of this lovely girl. That morning, Joy and her fiancé Mason were getting ready to go to work and then split up. Mason's birthday was on that day, so Joy made him a drink just for him. Mason knew that the taste wasn't good, but he had to do it out of respect for his girlfriend. On the other hand, a man named Jack was with his coworkers watching a basketball game. When their boss showed up out of the blue, they went back to their things right away. Jack's boss, who had already had enough of his bad behavior, let him know right away that he was fired. Jack did not agree. He even asked his boss to play basketball with him one-on-one. If wins, his boss has to give him a second chance, but if he loses, he will quit his job. Then, they went to a town basketball court. Jack won the match at first, but his boss turned things around and beat him in the end, so Jack had to quit his job as he had promised. Before going out, his boss told him it would be hard to fire him. It turned out that Jack's boss was his own father. He said it was hard to fire his own son, but being professional at work was the most important thing, and Jack didn't seem to have it. He never did a good job. After Joyner got home from work at night, her friends got ready for a surprise birthday party for Mason. Joy showed her friend Tipper a special gift that she would later give to Mason while they were talking. It was a ticket to Las Vegas for a trip. Tipper was amazed by the gift and said that Mason must be lucky to have a girlfriend like Joy. Then Joy told everyone to run and hide. Sad to say, Mason wanted to break up with Joy for no clear reason as soon as Joy talked to him and he came. Joy was surprised to find out that, when you know, the surprise is gone. Joy's friends decided to cheer by coming out of hiding. Tipper decided to bring Joy to the with her. Joy vented her sadness and anger at the bar, but even though she was angry, she didn't want to throw away the expensive engagement ring that Mason had given her. He chose to continue wearing it. Seeing Joy, who was still in a deep state of sadness, Tipper suggested that they use the ticket that Joy bought for Mason to go to Las Vegas. Joy did it after she heard that. At the same time, somewhere else, Jack told his friend about his problem this afternoon. He said that he was stressed out because his own father had fired him and that he needed to go on vacation somewhere far away, just like Tipper had suggested to Joy. Hader also said that they went to Las Vegas to have fun together. The next day, Joy and Tipper went to Las Vegas, and Jack and Hader went with Joy. Joy and Tipper were happy with their time in Las Vegas, so they went back to their hotel at night to have a. Jack and Hader also went to their hotel room at the same time. When Hader needed to use the bathroom, he was surprised to see Tipper having fun in there. When things started to calm down, Joy went to the front desk and said that they had been put in the same room with strangers by mistake. She asked for a different room. There was a mix-up, it turned out. Knowing he had made a mistake, the front desk worker gave her the most expensive room in the hotel. As soon as Jack started to complain, they moved to the penthouse. As a way of making up to Jack, the front desk worker did the same thing. They were allowed to use the VIP parts of the hotel. After they solved the problem, the four of them went around town in a limousine, which was one of the hotel's VIP services, while they hung out at the cafe. Jack told Joy that the real reason he was in Las Vegas was because his own father had fired him and he needed to let off some steam. Joy just smiled when she heard the story just now. She then began to talk about why she was there. She was sad because his girlfriend had just dumped her to make themselves feel better. They both decided to have fun and forget about their problems for as long as they liked. Joy woke up this morning to find a ring on her finger, which was strange. She then saw a note that Jack had written on the mirror. It said that he was waiting for her, who he called his wife. Joy suddenly thought about what had happened the night before. Last night, when she was drunk, she thought about it. She got married to Jack. Jack, on the other hand, told Hader about how he got married to Joy. Even though they had just met, Jack said he didn't know why they ended up getting married. Joy and Tipper came while they were talking. An awkward moment happened. Joy went straight to the slot machine when she saw Jack. Jack went up to her right away and told her that what they did the night before was just a mistake, so she shouldn't worry about it. He said he would write a letter to end the marriage right away, but his feelings got the best of him. Both of them started to fight and point the finger at the other. Joy was tired of Jack's pride, so she gave him a penny so he could make fun of him. Before he left, Jack decided to use the coin to bet on a slot machine at the casino. Suddenly, the machine made a loud noise, and Jack knew he had won the jackpot, which was worth $3 million. In the middle of all the excitement, Happiness came back and tried to win the jackpot. Joy said that she used the coin, so the jackpot was hers. Even though Jack said that, he won the jackpot because of his luck, so the money was his. Joy said out of the blue that they were both married. His money is also our money, so we didn't want to give it to her. They decided to settle the issue in court. The day after, they had a trial to find out who should get the money. During the trial, the judge didn't understand why they were getting a divorce. Both of them have done things that aren't fair. That was the first time the judge had to decide on a divorce case for a couple who had only been married for a day. The judge decided that the $3 million should be taken away from. He also told them to try living with his wife and husband for 6 months before making any decisions. They were also required to get help from counselors. But if someone gives up and asks for a divorce before the 6-month trial period is over, the judge will automatically give the prize money to the divorce, whether the couple likes it or not. This is because the couple stayed together long enough to hear the judge's decision. From now on, Jack and Joy had to live together as a married couple in Jack's apartment. Lastly, Joy wanted to sleep in the bed on the first night, so Jack had to sleep on the couch. Joy felt sick when she checked on Jack's bed because the mattress smelled so bad. Last but not least, Joy had to clean the bed all night long, so she couldn't sleep at all. They tried to bother each other every day. Joy groomed herself for a long time on purpose in the bathroom. Jack peed in the sink, took the toilet lid and bathroom door off, and did a lot of other weird things. They did this so one of them would give up and ask for a divorce before 6 o'clock. Even though they messed up each other's lives in counseling, they tried to look close and romantic while working out with Tipper one day. Joy told her that Jack Tipper had made her life a mess. Suddenly got an idea. She said Joy put Jack in jail to make him look like a bad husband and get the judge and consultant to feel sorry for her. So, Joy would win the case and could get the money somewhere else while the case was going on. The same advice was given to Jack by. The next day, they began their new plan. On the first day, Jack put caffeine in Joy's drinks so she would act up at work and get fired. Because of how the drug made him feel, Jack's plan didn't work out. Joy became even more excited at work, so much so that her coworkers and boss also got excited. 2 hot women came to Jack's apartment that night. The 2 women told him that the door to their apartment was broken and that they would like to stay there until it was fixed. Jack was happy to let them in. He then called the person who hated him and told him what was going on. Hearing that, the hater told Jack to kick out the 2 women and said that Joy must be behind it, who tried to make it look like Jack was having an affair. Joy was trying to put him in a bad light. Jack had a thought. He asked Hater to come and invited all of his friends to a party at his apartment. When Joy got home, she didn't understand why there were so many people there. Joy and Jack then had a fight in the bathroom. Jack tried to anger her by telling her that he knew Joy, that she still loved Mason a lot, and that she should make up with him and stop being so mad. Joy immediately denied what he said and said that no matter what, she would never go back with Man. Jack and Joy were still competing with each other. One day, Jack asked his friend for help calling Joy and pretended to be the consultant's assistant. She then called Joy to tell her that the counseling session that was supposed to happen that afternoon had been moved to Friday. Listening to the news, Joy was happy and wanted to take it easy that afternoon, but all of a sudden, she heard Jack sneaking out of the house. Joy was suspicious, so she called the consultant right away to find out what the real schedule was. It turned out that it wasn't late at all. Then she figured out that Jack was trying to trick her. Then they went to the officer in charge of consulting. They finally made it to the counseling center on. Jack was surprised when, one day, his parents came to his apartment for dinner while he and Joy were talking. It turned out that Joy had asked them to come. Joy got along well with Jack's parents right away. Then, Jack took her outside so they could talk for a while. Joy told Jack why she had asked Jack's parents to come. She wanted to win the hearts of his parents. If she was a good daughter-in-law in front of Jack's parents, they would be on her side instead of their own during the trial. Jack, who was in a tight spot, did not do that. He would do anything as long as it didn't involve his parents. Joy finally gave up out of pity. Then they went back to the dinner to continue. Joy met Jack's parents and got to know them. She even talked her father-in-law into hiring Jack again the next day while Joy was at work. Jack got her things out of the box. He tried to find Joy's weak spot and then got back at her for the last thing she did. In the bathroom, while he was trying to think of something to do to hurt her, he found Joy's ex-ring. Boyfriends that evening, Jack went to see Mason to give the ring he gave to Joy back to him. Jack told him that Joy still loved him very much and hadn't moved on from him yet. Jack also told him that if he wanted to go back with Joy, all he had to do was meet her in the park the next day. The next day, Jack got his family together at a park in town. Joy also asked Tipper to join her from a distance. Joy was shocked to see Jack having a good time playing with his niece. At that moment, the annoying Jack that Joy saw every day disappeared and was replaced by a kind man who loved kids. Then, Jack asked his niece and Joy to go for a walk with him and his wife. Joy was surprised to see Mason in the bathroom when Jack went there. Mason confidently asked Joy to get back together with him right away, but Joy turned him down. She said that she had met someone new. It's a lot. From a distance, Jack felt better after hearing what Joy just said to Mason. A few days later, when they got home, Jack told Hater that the company where Joy worked had invited him to a party. Hater said this was a good chance for Jack to trick Joy, but Jack didn't look happy. Instead, he looked unsure. Since Joy and Mason's fight in the park, Jack was afraid that one day he would really lose Joy. He didn't know that he was starting to like the annoying woman. Not good. Jack was reminded that their goal from the beginning was to win the jackpot of $3 million. So Jack had to keep his mind on getting the money so he could get it. Jack finally decided to do the plan at the party the next afternoon. Plan says that Jack was able to get along with everyone there, even Joy's boss. Joy changed her clothes in the middle of the party that night and put on a beautiful dress. Seeing how beautiful Jack's plan to trick Joy was, Dis was shocked. At the end of the party, everyone gathered to hear the boss tell everyone who the party king was. Jack was chosen and given a trophy, but he had to give a speech before he could leave the stage. Then he thanked everyone for putting him in charge of the party. Surprisingly, he showed how much he loved Joy at that very moment by saying how he felt in front of everyone and talking about the good times they had shared. Jack couldn't lie about the fact that he was now in love with Joy. Joy's heart was touched by those kind words. They both went home together after the party was over. They were going home. Joy told Jack about a time before she got a job when she did something that she would never forget. She went to a lighthouse that was close to a beach. As she looked out at the vast ocean in front of her and felt the wind on her skin, she felt so free. The sound of the waves made her feel calm, but she never went to that place because she was always working. There were weeks and then 6 months. Since they were together, they didn't realize it was Joy and Jack's trial day until they were about to go to court in the morning. In front of the apartment, Joy met Mason. Mason kept trying to get Joy back. Then he gave her the engagement ring he had given her when they were still together. Joy couldn't say a word. She was sure that Jack gave Mason the ring so that he and she could get back together. Joy was very upset. After all the nice things Jack said to her and the good times they shared, she realized that all he cared about was money. Even though he thought he was starting to let his heart open up, it turned out that everything was just a cruel lie. Shortly after the trial started, the judge asked if they still wanted to live together after the 6-month probation or if they wanted to keep going with the divorce trial. Jack didn't even have a chance to answer. Joy answered right away through her lawyer. Joy still wanted to, the lawyer said. She told Jack not to worry about the money because she had given up on it and he could get all of it. Jack was confused when he heard the decision because he had just said that Joy gave the ring to Mason right away and then said goodbye to him that night. Jack was sad, even though he had won a lot of money. After going out to a party with Joy, Jack saw how important she was to him. Then he saw a picture that had been left behind. Joy said that it was a picture of a lighthouse. The next day at work, Joy's boss told everyone that she had been promoted. Instead of being happy about the news, Joy gave the news to a coworker and said she wanted to quit. Joy said that she had been so busy and stressed out at work for so long that she had given up on her own happiness. Joy had made up her mind, and she couldn't remember the last time she was happy. Not even her boss could stop her. On the other hand, Jack told his parents that his marriage to Joy was a fake. His father told him that even though Jack's marriage was fake, the love he felt in his heart was real, and he was sure that Jack really fell in love with Joy because of how upset his son was. His father told him that if he really loved her, he should go after her. When Jack's father told him this, he left right away to find happiness. But, even after looking everywhere, no one, not even Tipper, knew where Joy was. Jack suddenly remembered that Joy had told him about a special place where there was a light. Jack took Hader's car right away and drove to the lighthouse. At the beach, they finally saw each other again. Even though the wind and the sound of the waves made him feel calm, Jack was brave enough to say what was in his heart. He realized that he had been so annoying to her since they got married, so he asked for a second chance to make things right. He told Joy that he would be a more reliable husband. Jack then got down on one knee and asked Joy to marry him. Joy was moved by Jack's words and told him she would be willing to get back with him.